Hi Taurus, welcome to your solar eclipse special with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your continued support. Don't forget to check out the overview for the solar eclipse because that will give you more context as to what's happening. So we have a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. What does that mean for you, Taurus? Well, this happens in your 10th house. Your 10th house is all to do with your career, it's all to do with your personal and public image, how you're seen in the world, but more importantly, it talks about how you choose to be seen in the world, what foot you choose to put forward. And this is really exciting. So the sun represents our willpower, who we are, what we do, what we choose to do, how we choose to act. The fact that it's a solar eclipse means that this is a brand new beginning. It's a new start of something. It's a point of conception. And the fact that this is a solar eclipse means that on some level, even though it's an astrological event, we get to choose how we steer this. The fact that it happens in the house of your career, Taurus, means that you can really start to generate some sort of power towards what it is that you want in your life, towards how it is that you want to be seen in your life. Where do you want your career to go? For many of you, this is a solar eclipse, and the solar eclipse is all to do with beginnings. This is about your choice. This is what you want to do for work. Are you happy in your work? And if you're not, you have the green light to start looking now for a new job. You have the green light now to start going for that career that you want. The solar eclipse is like a toolbox. It's like a gift that the universe gives you that unpacks over around 3 to 6 months, depending on, you know, how pivotal it is in your personal chart. And like I said, the 10th house is your career. It's your, you know, your ambitions, how you put yourself forward in the world. For some of you, this is going to come in the shape of a new job. This is going to come in the shape of a promotion into a new job, into a new position. But for many of you, this will be about you choosing now and saying, you know what, I want something more. I need something more. And in order to get that, I'm going to have to change what it is that I do now. I'm going to have to change what it is or how it is that I do what I do now. But you can bet your bottom dollar when you have a solar eclipse, solar, that's the sign for the sun, eclipse, the conception point in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius itself represents the humanitarian stage of, state of life. It talks about your tribe, it talks about your people. So when you see this kind of says to me that the right people at the right time are going to make themselves known in your current work situation. When you go for your interview for a new job, when you decide to switch careers, it's going to be like the universe is guiding you and pushing you in the right sort of way. But more importantly, the right people just seem to show up at the right time to say, this is what you need to know. This is where you need to go. This is what you need to write on your application. It's like the support network that you need, whether it's a friend, whether it's a surprise meeting as well, because you know the Aquarius represents it's an angelic sign. It has connections to the angels. You know, those synchronistic moments where you have a random conversation with a random stranger that you never see again, but they just happen to deliver exactly what it is that you needed to hear at the right moment in time. That synchronistic kind of happening is what's going to happen, and this is going to happen for you within your career sector. You will find yourself talking to somebody or finding somebody that gives you the right nudge and says, this is what you're capable of, and more importantly, you start to decide, this is what I'm worth. This is what I'm worth. And the interesting thing is the lunar eclipse happened in your 4th house, which is your foundation and your roots. And this kind of backs that up. So, you know, your mass endings have happened so that your mass beginning can start. Taurus, this is a very, very exciting time for you. Please, guys, let me know how this shapes up and pans out for you. I always love reading your comments, and I'm really, really so grateful for every like, share and subscribe. I wish you, before we go, what does the tarot have to second the astrology to share? Okay. The Magician. I mean, you couldn't ask for any more than that. If you want to get really deep into this, you know, just quickly before we go, you have the Magician. When you simplify the number of the house that this falls in for you, the number 10, numerology, it gives you the number one. The number one represents the magician. This talks about you having the power to choose who you want to be, how you want to be seen in the world, how you show up. This gives you a chance to choose the right career for you. Listen to your soul. Listen to people that you bump into you, that you have random conversations with, because they may well steer you towards something that you really need to know. I wish you an abundance, and with the Magician card it says that you have the power to create this change. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Let me know how this plans out for you. Take care, and I'll see you for the monthly videos.